So I'm going to cover what your live event funnel should look like. We are going to cover what the landing page should have, and then I'm going to show you what the back end of the funnel should look like as a part of this entire system. Now, when I say live event funnel, I mean this is for those of you who are running seminars, if you are running any type of in-person retreat, conferences, trade shows, festivals, concerts, any type of live event where you are bringing people together. So it's an in-person event. That's what this funnel is going to be for. So let's get started. The first thing you want to be very clear about here in the hero section is who this event is for. You want people to know, to be able to self-identify that this event is for them as soon as they reach your landing page. And so to be able to do that, you're going to need to make it clear here in the heading. Of course, you want to make sure that you have a photo. However, I would say instead of spending the time trying to choose the perfect photo, I mean, photos are important, you really want to spend some time making sure that this headline is clear so that people know exactly who this is for and exactly what they are going to be receiving in terms of the experience. Are they getting an experience? Are they going to be learning something? Be very clear about who this is for and what they are going to get. The next thing you want to make sure that you have is this buy ticket button or get your spot or reserve your space. And as simple as that might sound, you won't believe how many times people miss that because there's this idea that you have to go through all of the information and tell everybody everything before they can purchase a ticket. And while there are some people who need to know, like, and trust you, and they will need to read all of the information. Some of the people who come to the site may not know you. They may not have heard of this event before. And so, yeah, they may need to read all of the information before they choose their ticket. However, you do have people who know you already, who like you already, who trust you already. Maybe they already know about this event. Maybe this is their second year coming to the event if you've done this multiple times. Well, if that's the case, you want to make it easy for them to go ahead and purchase their tickets without having to go through all of the information that's available on your site. So you want to make sure that that's there. So next up, you want to give them a brief synopsis of what they're going to be getting, right? So these are the top 3 things you're going to learn, or the top 3 parts of this experience, or whatever the situation may be. This is a really cool place to put a video. If you have some video footage from a previous event of people coming in, getting their registration packets, getting their badges, getting their goodie bags, if you have like a marketing video or something like that, this is a really good place to put that because it allows the audience who's visiting your page the opportunity to see themselves in it. Like, what is it going to be like for me? What would I feel like if I were there? And so you really want them to have that experience early. And then, of course, you've got another button here for them to buy more tickets or for them to buy tickets. Okay. Next up, if you have speakers, if you have any guest speakers, guest presenters, anything like that, you want to go ahead and show that information next. And again, you want it to be very clean. You don't want it to be too busy here. Make it very clean. You know, this is the person, this is their photo, this is their title or what it is that they do. And this is a brief, small sentence about what it is that they're going to be teaching. If you want, you can make these clickable. If you want to take the time to create additional pages for each guest presenter, or for example, if this is a concert and you're going to have multiple artists, then you may want to list all of your artists here. If this is like a healing type of retreat and you're going to have someone doing yoga and someone else doing song bowls, the singing bowls, and somebody else doing, some other type of practice, you want to go ahead and list all of those people here, but you want it to be very clean. Okay, don't take up a whole lot of space and a whole lot of your viewers' time by trying to pack all of the information in here. They just need to know who this person is, Here's a photo of what this person looks like, and this is what I'm going to expect from being with this person. Okay. And of course, another button. I love to put multiple buttons for them to go ahead and make the purchase, because you don't know at what point of going through your landing page that they are going to be ready to make a purchase. Sometimes they are ready as soon as they get there. Sometimes they may watch this marketing video and say, you know what? This is it right here. That's all the information that I need to know. You may have somebody in the lineup that they really want to see, or they really want to have an experience with, and that's what seals the deal. So you want to make sure that you have multiple opportunities for them to make a purchase as soon as they make that decision. Okay. So then the next thing you want to have are, if you're going to have breakout sessions, or if you're going to have, if it's a multiple day event and there's going to be different things happening on different days, you want to go ahead and put that here. So it can be in the form of a schedule, like what you see here, where each of the days is broken down by schedule, who's talking, what's being taught, or it can be based on themes. So on day 1, we're going to be working on this. Day 2, we're going to be working on this. Day 3, we're going to be working on this. It just gives them more information in terms of what they can expect from attending your event. And then, of course, there's that buy ticket, buy your ticket, get your spot, secure your seat, whatever verbiage you want to use here, but it's another opportunity for them to make a purchase. Now, if you have done this before and you have photos, any type of footage from a previous year that you've done that, this is a great place to put that. Okay, so understand that this funnel is organized very strategically in a way that allows people who visit this funnel to get the information that they need when they need it to be able to make a decision, right? So it's like, okay, hey, this is for these kind of people, and this is what we're going to do. No decision yet? Okay, great. Here are the top 3 things that you're going to get from this experience, and here's my promo video. No decision yet? Okay, no worries. Look, check out the speakers. Maybe you'll be excited by the speakers, or you'll be excited by the artists that we're bringing, or you'll be excited by the facilitators that we're bringing. Okay, maybe not. Nope. Okay, well, here, check out the schedule, right? Maybe there's something here in the schedule that you really want to be a part of, some parts of this experience that you really want to have. Nope. Okay, well, here's some of the footage from last year, right, to show you the kind of time that people had. So if you have photos, you can put them here. If you have some video, some B-reel or something like that, you can put all of that here, right? And so I would actually put another button here, but that's just me. You don't necessarily have to, but if this was my event, I'd actually put another button right here for them to go ahead and make the purchase. Okay. Then the next thing is, I think this is really good to have. A lot of people have their opinions about whether or not you put these kinds of instructions or this type of information on the landing page versus just sending it out via email. And I personally think that you should put it both on your landing page as well as send it out via email in that first email that they get when they purchase their ticket. Why? Because you don't know the kind of information that they are going to need to be able to make a decision. So for example, one of the biggest things for me, if I'm going to an event, is parking. Okay. Parking is a big deal for me. It's not a big deal for a lot of people, but it's a big deal for me. And so if I'm looking at the venue and I could love everything about it, like, oh my God, this is awesome, I definitely want to do this. And then I click and I'm like, I don't like that parking. Right? I'm more than likely, and probably not going to purchase the ticket, because for me, parking is a big deal, right? If you have people who are going to be coming from out of town or out of the country, you want them to know what to expect, right? So for me, or to me, providing that kind of information just makes your buyers a lot more comfortable with making that purchase decision. So that's why we would have this here. And then you come down to the bottom and you can have multiple ticket options, right? Now, this is going to be based on the dynamicism of your event. If you only have one ticket, That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe you have like a basic experience or a basic ticket and then a VIP ticket where maybe there's some one-on-one time or an additional Q&A time. This is where you want to go ahead and show that. Okay. And again, this is very clean, very to the point. This is your bronze ticket, your silver ticket, your gold ticket. They know exactly what tickets they're getting. They know exactly how much those tickets are, and they know exactly what comes with their ticket. Very clean, very straightforward. Okay. If you have a money back guarantee, then this would be a good place to put it. I don't necessarily think that everybody needs to have a money back guarantee. We don't have a money back guarantee on any of our products and services, only because, there's an expectation that you trust yourself to be able to make good decisions as far as what you're going to do with your business. But if you choose to have a full money back guarantee, then this would be a good place to put this. Okay. So then you always want to leave some space for your sponsors. If you have sponsors, companies who have purchased sponsorship to for your event, then you want to go ahead and highlight them on your landing page as well. Sometimes your audience can look at the sponsors and say, oh, well, so-and-so is sponsoring that event. Or somebody who may not know you, somebody who's not familiar with you, can look and say, oh, well, if so-and-so is sponsoring that event, or if this company is sponsoring that event, then it must be pretty good because I know this company doesn't put their name on just anything. And so you want to go ahead and put that there. And of course, there's another buy ticket option here. Okay. And then down here towards the bottom, you want to have your frequently asked questions. So these are going to be questions that are not answered by all of the information that you've already placed here on the landing page. Because the other thing is, you want to give them the information that they need to be able to make to be able to make the decision, and you want them to know exactly what it is that they are getting, right? The other part of that is you don't want your contact form, you don't want your team to be inundated with email after email after email after email with people asking so many different questions about your event, okay? If people are emailing your team or emailing you or calling you, you want it to be something that's higher level, something that can't be found on the landing page. So place maybe about, I would say, anywhere from, I would say at least 5, but no more than 10. Because after 10, most people really aren't really reading the answers to those questions anyway. So at least 5, no more than 10 questions here. And then, of course, here you want them to connect with you on social media, and you should be promoting your event on social media. Completely different conversation, but that's something that you should be doing. Then towards the end, you want to have here your logo, any type of, if there's an email contact, that email address there, if there's a phone number, if they can call with additional questions. Like, for example, someone may have a question about how they can be a sponsor. Do you have any additional sponsors? There may be questions about whether or not you need additional presenters or speakers or anything like that. So you want to have that information there. And then just a very short blurb about the event. That gives another reminder, hey, this is what the event is about. This is what we're doing. And then, of course, here at the bottom, you want to make sure that you have your privacy terms and conditions. If you've got a refund policy, you want all of those here to be listed here at the bottom. So this is what your landing page should look like. Okay. Now let's look at some of the things on the back end. Okay. If we go back here to the funnel, okay, here's what you're looking at. They come to the landing page, and you want to have a separate checkout for each ticket. So if you have multiple tickets, then you want to have, if you have bronze, silver, gold, let's just say in this situation, you want to have a bronze checkout, you want to have a silver checkout, and you want to have a gold checkout. Each of those checkouts needs to have their own thank you page, right? And it could be a duplicate of one thank you page. However, you may want to say something different to your silver ticket holders, and you may want to say something different to your gold ticket holders. So you want to make sure that you have your different thank you pages. Now, this is something that's going to help you increase your sales. Okay. So let's say they purchase the bronze ticket. Then you want to have an upsell here. You want to attempt to upsell them to the gold ticket because that's your higher level ticket, right? I won't show you that page, but I will show you here what this step or where this step should be. So you want to have an upsell and try to upsell them into the gold ticket. If they choose not to get the gold ticket, then you want to try to downsell them from the gold ticket into the silver ticket, right? Either way, you give yourself an opportunity to increase the sale. They can either purchase the gold ticket, which increases the sale, and even if you have to downsell them into a silver ticket, it's still more than the bronze ticket, right? So you give yourself two opportunities to increase the sale there, the sale there. Okay. So on the silver checkout page, then you want to try to upgrade them to the gold. Now, there's not going to be a downsell here because why would you try to downsell them to the bronze, right? So you want to try to upsell them to the gold. And then, of course, you've got your gold checkout page. Now, if you have affiliates, so sometimes depending on how long you've been doing this event, if you have an audience around it, or if you have affiliates that help you sell the event. So maybe you give them their own affiliate link or their own affiliate banner or something like that, and you give them a commission for selling tickets. Then you want to make sure that you have an area for your affiliates so that they know exactly where to go. It's going to tell them what the rules are. It's going to tell them how the affiliate program works, what their percentage is going to be on their commissions and all of those things. And then you have a space back here for any of their tools. So if you have banners, if you have social media marketing images that are on brand that they can use, if you have email swipe copy, so some of them may be sending this out to their email list, you may have email swipe copy. So whatever resources you have to help your affiliates be successful in selling more tickets to your event, you want to make sure that you have an area for that. Of course, you want to make sure that you have your terms and conditions as well as your privacy policy. Why? Because even though that's a landing page, it's still a site. It's still a website. It's not a fully built out website, but it is online. And so you want to make sure that you are in compliance with those things. Okay. Now, if you're going to be selling the replays, okay, you can make that decision. Maybe the gold ticket holders get the replays and nobody else gets them. However you want to do it, it would really serve you to create a membership area, because what that does is that allows you to have a very easy place to put these replays in. Okay. So you've got your kind of initial membership area where they go in, they log in, this is the membership area for this event. This is what you can expect. This is how long it's going to take before we upload the replays. And then of course, you've got your different, so this is like if you had John and Sarah, right? So like John, here's John's recording for day one, here's Sarah's recording for day one, here's John's recording for day two, Sarah's recording for day two. Of course, you would customize that it to match the names of the people who are going to be presenting, but this is what you want this to look like. Okay. Now, as far as the automations are concerned, okay, here's what you want to have. Okay, so you've got one here for the event information. What does this mean? This means that no matter what ticket they purchase, okay, everybody's going to get the same information because everybody's coming to the same place, at least for the most part, right? So they're going to get an email no matter what ticket they purchase with all of the information for the event. Okay, this is where you're supposed to go. These are the dates. These are the times, best hotels, travel information. All of that stuff is going to go in that initial email. So you want to make sure that you have that. Okay. Then you still want to try to increase sales. So let's say that someone purchased the bronze ticket and they didn't purchase the silver ticket or the gold ticket, right? They just purchased the bronze ticket. That's fine. Have an email sequence. And I won't open this for you, but this just shows you, the automations that you should have. Have an email sequence that tries to get them to upgrade, especially if you know that your gold ticket in this situation is an amazing experience, and they're going to get a lot more out of the experience if they are a gold ticket holder than they would be if they are a bronze ticket holder. Then you want to have an email sequence that says, hey, we want to thank you so much for purchasing the bronze ticket. here are some things that you're going to be missing out, from the gold ticket. So you want to make sure that you have that kind of an email sequence. Same thing for a silver. So if they purchase the silver ticket, okay, well, awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see what we can do to move you into that gold ticket level, right? So there's an email sequence for that. That basically will send out a couple of emails reminding them that the gold option is available. And then, of course, if they choose not to upgrade by the time the event happens or by whatever deadline you set, that's totally fine. Now, this email sequence right here, this automation is really, really important because people get distracted easily. It's the cart abandonment sequence. People get distracted. Okay. I can't tell you how many times I will be in the middle of a purchase and something happens and I've got to go take care of something else. And it completely slips my mind that I was in the middle of purchasing this thing. So what this does is if they've entered, their name and their information, let's say they started to purchase one of the tickets and then they exited your website mid-purchase. Well, what this will do is after a certain period of time, it will send them an email that says, hey, did you forget something? Hey, did you mean to exit? Hey, you never purchased your ticket. Let's get you to purchase your ticket. So those are the 4 automations that you want to have, as a part of your funnel for your live event. Okay. Now, the cool thing about this is this, and I'm going to show you this here. Probably should have already had this up, but I didn't. So here we are. Okay, so let's go to, this is on our store. So if you go to perfectflowfunnels.com, click on funnels so that you can get to our funnel store. We actually have this built out for you already where you can purchase it. Okay, so you can come here. You can read all about it. I just did a video walking you through exactly what you should have in the funnel. And all of those assets are already in the funnel that we have built out, and you can purchase it right here. Okay, so it's not something that you have to build out for yourself. You can purchase this. It's already pre-made for you. And the only thing that you would need to do is come in here and add your own copy, your own logo, and the things that are relevant to your business. So for example, this is a digital marketing example, but if you were running a retreat, you would change this photo, you would change this wording, you would add your own speakers and things of that nature. So the framework is already built out for you. You don't have to create any of this from scratch. All you have to do is come in and add what is relevant to your business. And so if that's something that you are interested in, go to www.perfectflowfunnels.com and visit our funnel store, and you can purchase the live event funnel. That's the name of this particular funnel in our funnel store. It is the live event funnel. So you can purchase that and you can build that out yourself or have your team fill it in yourself. Or if you don't have a team, but you are interested in the funnel and you're like, listen, I'm not going to DIY this and neither is my team, then you can book a strategy session with us. All of that is available on the website as well. And we can strategize exactly how we would build this out and customize this for you and for your business. So hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thanks.